Well, good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this, who knows. Welcome to Sutton Village Church's weekly online gathering as we gather together to spend time in the presence of God and try to learn a little bit more about how He wants us to live our lives. As you might be able to see, lockdown is starting to affect me in some very serious ways. Yes, my hair is once again starting to get completely out of control. I just don't know what to do about it. Do I go for a 1980s Chris Waddle, Glenn Hoddle look? I don't know, maybe more noughties. Maybe I go for the Gareth Bale man bun. What do you reckon? I'm just not sure. Though I have to say the style of my hair, or the lack of it at the moment, has not been the biggest problem this week. It has been one of those weeks when not a day has gone past without some kind of crisis. And while I'm not going to bore you with all the details, I do want to do something about it during the service this morning, because I don't believe that I'm the only person who's had one of those weeks. There's been so much going on, not just in our own personal lives, but in society as a whole. And of course, we've also had some classic British weather to contend with too. So what I want us all to do is, for a good 2 minutes, be selfish. Do you think you can do that? If you're anything like me when it comes to praying, I often actually forget to pray about me, about my needs, about my faults and my worries. We're very good on prayer chains and through Facebook of picking up news of someone else's issues and praying for them, but how good are we at actually praying for ourselves? This morning, I think we need to be selfish for a moment. We read about Ezra, didn't we, a few weeks ago, about his complaints to God, his string of why questions. But still, he remained up on the ramparts watching for the word of God. Do you remember that? Maybe we need a bit of Ezra right now. Quick story for you. My little boy Finn and I are obsessed with planes and flight. We've even gone to the extent recently of using the Flight Simulator app on his iPad to recreate real flights around the world. And our attention to detail has extended to using YouTube to play out the pre-flight safety video. I know it's sad, I know, bear with me. In case you've never been lucky enough to fly, they play this video as you're waiting to take off. It shows you how to fasten your seatbelts, where the emergency exit is, that kind of thing. But they also tell you that if the cabin loses air pressure, these masks fall from above your head. They provide oxygen to help you breathe if the air becomes too thin. But one thing they always say is, make sure you fit your mask before trying to help anyone else fit theirs, like a child, for example. Why do you think they tell you that? It's because if you're not safe, if you're not conscious, you'd be absolutely no use to help anyone else. And that's why I think it's important for us to be selfish for a moment and just pray for ourselves, lay it all before God, complain, ask questions, ask for help and guidance, strength, support. Because if we're not right, if we're not safe or conscious, what use are we to others to help with their needs? Don't be distracted. For the next couple of minutes, just focus on the video footage or close your eyes and let rip. When the 2 minutes is up, we'll move into our first song, but if you need longer, press pause.